Hey, Kat, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see.
Perfect.
Nonstop day for you, huh? Everyone wants.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I want to say thank you first and foremost for taking the time. Big
No,
thing coming up in a couple of weeks, wouldn't you say?
yeah, we do. Right around the corner.
But not your first time going to Japan. I believe the last time you were there was 2019 when you won the cup.
Yeah, we went to Tokyo, or well, we went to Japan twice in 2019. One for just a series, and then yeah, for the Japan Cup at the end of 2019.
Got it. Do you ever get to spend a couple of days in Japan afterwards and take in the local sites, or is it just get out of there, go home, get over the jet lag?
No, we pretty much fly in, take care of business, and then fly home. I played there professionally for 3 or 4 months, and I don't remember what year it was, but and when I was over there, then we got to go sightsee a little bit because we didn't play every single weekend. So I've seen some sites over there. I enjoy my time there, but when we go over with USA softball, it's pretty much get in, play softball, and then return home.
Exactly. Speaking of sites, looks like you're at a Dick's Sporting Goods. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Wow. What brings you there to that wonderful establishment which you are wearing a jersey that has a logo of?
Yeah, so Dick's Sporting Goods is a sponsor of USA Softball. They back our tour that we are in the middle of, actually, to be able to prepare for Tokyo. It's normally in other years way more extensive, but obviously with the pandemic, it's had to change a little bit. But their sponsorship of that tour allows us to train together, continue to play against some colleges and some other teams coming up here in June. And thankful for their partnership, not only with our team, but then with me personally as well.
Got it. Obviously, a big event is coming up soon. Do you know about life after the Olympics, or is just everything kind of contingent on the Olympics and seeing where it goes from there?
No, definitely have some life planned after the Olympics. There's a professional endeavor that started last year, Athletes Unlimited, and I will play the second season of that, and then I will be fully done playing softball. After that, in September, that'll be into September this year, and then plan to return home and got my real estate license last fall. So go into real estate with my husband. And after that, then we'll figure things out. But at least going to play in Athletes Unlimited and then come home and enjoy some time off.
Is the number 38, you think, going to be retired?
Probably not. I think USA Softball, we don't retire numbers a whole lot just because you'd have to go back and retire a lot of Olympic numbers. So they just do ways of, implementing us in the Hall of Fame, things like that. But if I would choose to have any number retired, it would be 8, as that was my jersey number before. But rocking 38 for this time.
And you just mentioned Hall of Fame. You are a Hall of Famer, Texas Hall of Fame. Was that your first Hall of Fame induction?
No, actually, I got inducted into the University of Texas Athletics Hall of Fame, or Hall of Honor at that time, prior to that. But that was my first real big one. And I was so excited and so fortunate to be in with so many big names, Ricky Williams, Shaquille O'Neal, Drew Brees. It's just exciting for softball to be on that same platform.
Yeah, you were definitely one of the people that, in my opinion, you didn't make this claim. You elevated softball into being a thing that people watch on television. I can't remember growing up watching softball until you started playing it, which that is a compliment. There's no backhanded part to the whole thing. But one thing I'm curious about is on days you're pitching, is there a routine, like a set order of things that you have to do, or are you not superstitious like that?
I'm not too superstitious like that. I'm not a late sleeper, so I'm usually up early in the morning. I do have to go get my coffee and kind of do my morning routine, which is just kind of some reading, some reflection, getting my day organized. But prior to the game, I think my biggest thing is I kind of enjoy the team, enjoy batting practice with the girls, and then I don't really turn into super focus until I put my cleats on. That's kind of my cue to get into game mode then. And then I wouldn't even say I'm superstitious as much as it's just routine oriented. So I kind of warm up the same way all the time, same order of my pitches, and I end the bullpen the same way. But that's just more routine to be consistent than it is if it changes. I don't panic. It's just a way to mentally kind of be consistent and be ready to go.
When I speak to entertainers and I ask about their performance routine, usually I hear that they're wired for 3 to 4 hours afterwards. Are you kind of the same way, where there's no chance you could go to sleep for like 3 hours after you pitch?
No way. For depending if it's a big win, there might be, celebration and some adrenaline still going up to an hour after, but usually my bed's calling and my body's ready to relax and take a break. So hour and a half or so after the game, I'm pretty calm and ready to just kind of refocus on whatever's next.
Wow. Well, you mentioned getting your real estate license and you and your husband having plans. Your husband also a heck of an athlete, which is, I can't imagine the competitive nature of that household when it comes to keeping in shape and accomplishing big things. But is there a lot of life for you outside of sports and outside of work? Like, for example, are you a big music fan?
I'm not too much of a big music fan. I do love country music. I love George Strait. We've gone to a couple of his concerts. So yeah, there's life outside of sport. A lot of it revolves around just random things, but outdoor things, hiking, going down to the beach, things like that. I do have a stepdaughter who keeps us busy as well, and she's playing softball. So outside of my sport, I get to be a fan and a stepmom and watch her compete in both softball and dance. So there's other things that keep me grounded and keep me going.
And as somebody who's gotten the chance to see the world big time for the last decade and a half or so, what is it that keeps you based in Texas? You're still based in Houston these days, correct?
I'm actually in New Braunfels, right outside of San Antonio.
Oh,
And we're based here because that's obviously where my husband is, and that's where he was when I met him. And his stepdaughter is living here, so we'll stay living close because obviously we get to see her quite a bit. We share custody 50-50, so we'll stay here in Central Texas. Plus, I went to school right down the road at the University of Texas, and I love this part of the state.
cool. Well, two quick questions and then you're free for me. And the first one is, do you have a TV recommendation you could pass along to somebody who needs a new show to start? And of course, that's besides the Summer Olympics in Tokyo.
Yeah, you have to watch the Summer Olympics. I think one of my favorite shows was The Last Kingdom on Netflix.
Good pick. And my closing question, besides, hey, watch the Olympics and go to Dick's Sporting Goods, any last words for the kids?
I think the best thing is it's not just go to Dick's Sporting Goods. They do have the best equipment that we as athletes are playing with. So what you see us play with, granted, it might be detailed just a little bit different because we get to put some custom design on things, but the bats and the gloves are the same bats and gloves that you find at Dick's. So go equip yourself with the best of the best equipment. So that way you are ready to play this game. But at the same time, dream big and do everything you can to make those dreams come true.
Well, not that you need it. Best of luck in Japan. And congratulations on the next chapter of your life with real estate. Hey, there is no more smart and steady field than real estate. So best of luck on all ends, Kat.
Thank you very much.
Paltrocast.